Alrighty there folks, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena Draft video. It's still a long way to go for me to hit Mythic, so I think we're just going to fire off some more Premier Draft and rank up. Overall, yeah, this draft set's pretty fun. Definitely one of the best limited formats of all time. I think Black White Life King and Blue Black Rogues are definitely the best archetypes in this set. But yeah, all the other colors seem really good. Red slightly the weakest, but still very good color. So we'll see what we conjure up this time. And pack one, pick one. What do we have to find? Pleasure of opening today. A pretty strong rare, okay, and it comes in as a land, so definitely going to be the first pick here. Yeah, just great in any black deck. Essentially, can play as a tap land, or you can use this as a removal spell later. So definitely going to make those picking up those creatures that can pick up lands as a good priority. Best uncommon is like Veteran Adventurer, excellent Curve Topper, and win condition. For a green deck that has a bit of party synergy. You don't have to have the full party enabled, but you know, at least having two party members makes this into a 4/4, 4-mana, 5/5 vigilance, which is definitely pretty scary. Looking at the commons, Into the Royal, definitely the best common in this pack. Canopy Bailoff, also good common, but we're just going to take a Hagra's Mauling here. Black is a very good color in this set. There's a lot of amazing black removal spells at common. So yeah, gonna take the Mauling. Otherwise, between Into the Royal and Veteran Adventure, probably still take Into the Royal since it's cheap and efficient, and it's just good to have efficient interaction in limited. So we'll take a Hagra's Mauling, pack one, pick one. And followed by the Mauling. Well, this pack isn't exciting, although Thundering Spark Mage is a pretty good card. There's some other good commons. Shepherd of Heroes, probably one of the best white commons in the set, being able to gain life and play wells in the black-white Clerics deck. There's a Cunning Geyser Mage, which is fine. Decent late-game kicker spell that can bounce something back. I don't really like Kitesail Cleric in black-white life gain. It actually plays better in the red-white aggro decks as a party member. I think the best card in this pack overall is the Thundering Spark Mage, and black-red party is definitely an archetype in this set. Given that it's uncommon, I'm definitely going to put a little bit higher than the Shepherd of Heroes. It's also a decent way to kill something when it enters the battlefield, and usually removal spells are a lot more preferable in limited. So it's going to be my pick here, and then maybe we can set up some sort of black-red party deck, and this is quite strong. So yeah, let's take the Thundering Spark Mage. Alright, no red cards. I mean, I guess there's Synchronized Spellcraft and Stellar Strike, which are both good cards, but there's some better cards in this pack. Vine Gecko definitely stands out. Territorial Scythecat, also a great common, but I think I prefer to take the Vine Gecko over it first. So yeah, I guess we have room to maybe drop the kicker deck, and there's a decent number of kicker spells in black. Don't know about green. Vine Gecko and Thunder Mage don't particularly belong in the same archetypes, so that will still give us options and rooms to navigate between both of these, whether or not we want to set up some sort of green kicker deck or red party deck. So I think I'm down for that. I think Vine Gecko is just too powerful to pass up here. I think if I saw Deadly Lines, I'd probably take it here, or in Royal Eruption, but most of these black commons are good, but they're not like spectacular. I need to take them over a great card like Vine Gecko, which pays us off, and it's a good sign that the kicker deck is open. And well, Umar Mystic is great, but yeah, we do have some colors that don't play well with it. I mean, I could just take a random Canopy Bailoff here. I mean, I could speculate here and just abandon my other picks here. Overall, nothing exciting. I guess there's a Malakir Blood Priest, which does play well with the Thundering Spark Mage. I mean, I could still speculate on it. Maybe it's a sign that blue-red is open. I don't know. So the options are between Umar Mystic, Malakir Blood Priest, and a Canopy Bailoff. I mean, moving into 4 cards would be a little bit too deep, I think, already. Maybe I just want to stick with black and just take the Malakir Blood Priest here. Seems fine. It's cheap, it's efficient, it plays well in black-red, obviously, and it just drains the opponent. So, we'll take it here, and we can still play this in black-green kicker, either way. Canopy Bailoff doesn't even have kicker synergy. Okay, another Mara Mystic. Orders in the Coom Warrior. I mean, this is the second Mara Mystic that's being passed to us. There's no great green cards. There's a fine Akum Warrior as a decent tap land that comes in. So maybe I could just take this Mara Mystic now. None of the commons really stand out. And yeah, I guess we missed out on one if we do end up drafting blue-red, but we'll see. There's a sign that blue-red still isn't open, but Akuma Warrior is nothing special. It's a fine modal dual-face card, but you know, you can always pick up those later, and a 6 mana 4/5 is okay, but nothing impressive. So maybe the Wizards deck is open. Now there's an Expedition Healer, which I do like in the black-white life gain decks. Fireblade Charger, best for the equipments deck. Could just take a random Spare Supplies, which you can play in any deck. Deliberate, Chilling Trap, you can always pick up later in the blue-red spells deck. In case I want to keep my options open, I think I take the Spare Supplies. Or I could just take an Expedition Healer, why not? Maybe the life gain deck is still open. Yeah, I think it's just too good in the life gain deck. And we do have a Cleric already, and a late Shigeri Shelter, okay. Expedition Diviner for the Wizards deck is also solid. There's a Practice Tactics, which is a good removal spell. Black cards are okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Kicker deck is open, even though we're past the Vine Gecko. It seems like the options here is either the Blue-Red Wizards deck or the Black-White Life Gain deck, with the late Expedition Healer and Shigeri Shelter being passed. And I think Black-White Life Gain is a better archetype, so I'm going to take the late Shigeri Shelter. Good sign that White is open here. And I can take a Blood Beckoning. There's also Angel Heart Protector, which can be a decent cleric to follow up the Expedition Healer, but we can always pick up those later. Just want to make sure that I grab a Blood Beckoning here right away, so we can ensure we have that one recursion spell that we need. Okay, nothing amazing. Could actually take a Cliffhaven Kite Sail as an alternate win condition. The red cards are like medium. Scorch Rider, I guess, has some decent party synergy, but who cares? Just take a Cliffhaven Kite Sail. No good amazing black cards. I mean, I don't even like the Squid and Blue-Red Wizards. I mean, I could just take it here anyways. Like, there's a chance that you need a 2-drop in the Blue-Red Wizards deck. And, well, there's a Cascade Seer and Glacial Grasp. Alternatively, there's just a Dreadworm I could take. Yeah, I prefer to be in the Black-White Life Gain deck, I think, with what we currently have. The Cascade Seer is, like, okay. Glacial Grass is okay. I think I'll take the Dreadworm. And then, well, late Zulaport Duelist, which could be fine. Field Research usually covers a Tormenting Voice. So if we do end up in Red-Blue Party, I guess I don't want to miss out on the Zulaport Duelist. And even a Teeter Peak Ambusher. Okay, we'll see. Still want to keep my options for black-white clerics, but could see the argument for some sort of red party deck. This card is okay. I don't think it's super fantastic. Like, it's pretty situational whether or not you steal an equipment, but if you do, it's pretty huge. Either way, a 2/1 can be a decent party member, and it's a flyer. There's also Mary Captain, which I'm a big fan of. Which is also a very strong card. Other good commons, Rabbit Bites, Territorial Scythecat, McKinney Stampede could be fine. I don't really care about the Thieving Skydiver. It's too situational to kick this anyways. I think the Mary Captain is just a stronger card, and maybe we can force Black Whites. I guess I don't mind Acquisitions Expert, although there's a Rock Slide Sorcerer now, so now I'm kind of regretting it. But I guess since we've gotten this too far into this, I guess I'd rather just take the Acquisitions Expert now. Since if I can hopefully cut off enough Black Whites, we can just be in that archetype, hopefully, and get rewarded next pack. Overall, the blue-red spells seems fine, like the Rock Slide Sorcery seems fine, but we currently haven't picked up any good blue-red instances and sorceries yet. So if we draft a bunch of wizards, we might not get our instances and sorceries, and it's going to be a bit of a drawback. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and I'll just take an Acquisitions Expert here. Plays well as party, can be a decent value card in the later games. As I say that, there's a Tazim Royal Mage being passed to me. Okay, I guess I'll just take another Blood Priest. Why not? Some decent red cards. Akuma Warrior, Ardent Electromancer, Spitfire Lagak, but we'll keep the dream alive. And I can just take a random Practice Tactics now. Late Songmad Treachery. Okay, I guess red is very open, but I'm just being selfish here, trying to force black-white. And I think we can still have an okay deck here, I think. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be in Black-Red Party. I mean, we still can, I guess, with the Thundering Spark Mage and the Teeter Peak Ambusher. And we do have double Malachor Blood Priest plus Acquisitions Expert, so I guess we could still be in Black-Red Party, and we can just kind of abandon the blue component for the most part. but still keep our options of black-white life gain alive with the double Malakir Blood Priest. So I don't actually regret missing out on the Thieving Sky Dancer. I don't even think that's a great rare. I think it's okay. Overall, yeah, black also seems a bit cut off. We're not seeing any good black removal spells. Although there's a Sign of the Swarm pretty late, okay, so maybe we cut it off quick enough. There's also like Pyroclastic Hellion, Sneaking Guide, but yeah, gonna take the Scion here, and then hopefully this can cut off black-white more. Because this isn't going to be at its best in any black deck, of course. It's going to be best in a black-white deck. So as long as we cut this off a little bit more, then that's good. And I'll just take an Angel Heart Protector as a solid 3-drop. Also a Cleric that plays well the Expedition Healer on turn 2. Turn 2 Expedition to Angel Heart Protector can be pretty decent. So we do have Clerics, Warriors, and a Rogue for party synergies. Overall, this deck still needs work and help. Yeah, not amazing. I mean, anyways, this wouldn't be amazing even if we were in blue-red. I guess I'll just take a Mucklord, random filler creature in case we can't find it, and a late Deadly Alliance, okay. Makes me happy that black is open. That's a pretty late one. And probably the best common in this set. Guess I'll take a Kitesail Seagate Banneret as a solid 1-drop. Also has parties synergies, has a nice Anthem effect in the late game. And happy to see the Deadly Alliance giving us another removal spell that we might need. Overall, I did see a bunch of red cards, but they weren't like super impressive. No Roll Eruptions, no Synchronized Spellcrafts, no Bug Catchers yet. I mean, I guess I might as well take the Disenchant, or I can just speculate on red. Maybe I do just take the Molten Blast here. Highly doubt we're playing Hagra's Constrictor. Disenchant is like whatever. It's filler at this point. Okay, maybe we are in Black-Red Party. We'll see. That's a late Sneaking Guide. I mean, we could still be in Black-Red Party. The Scion as a late game card. Don't think I'm ever playing double Sneaking Guide. Just take another Blood Beckoning in case we need it. Okay, and the Pyroclastic Hellion, so maybe white is just cut off here. And we're supposed to be in the black-red party deck. Even a Scorch Rider being passed to us. Guess I'll just take the Feed the Swarm here. Skyclave is best in black-green. We're not in green with the Crackplate Baloth. Ghastly Gloomhunter can be okay, but yeah, easy Feed the Swarm. Yeah, maybe we're just in Black-Red Party. Ooh, Thwart the Grave is excellent. There's also a Royal Eruption. But I can't really say no to Thwart the Grave. Like, it's just a powerful recursion spell. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to be in red, to be honest. Like, Black-White could still be very open. And Thwart the Grave is just an excellent card. Either way, just being able to 2-for-1 and bring back something back. And even if I end up in Black-Red, I should have some okay removal already. Also, another Shepherd of Heroes will be excellent. But yeah, take a Thwart for now. Kazu's Fury, but there's a Vanquish the Weak that I'm going to take here over Expedition Healer and the Kazu's Fury. Seems good. So now black is very open since we cut off a lot of it. And I'll take another Expedition Healer. I don't think I need another Molten Blast. There's a Nimana Scare Sneak as a filler 4-drop rogue, but I think the Expedition Healer is just a better card, right? I don't know, I could be wrong. Might need this as a filler 4-drop on turn 4 with party synergies. This is very close. Yeah, I guess we don't have any 4-drops even if we go black-white, so it's not a great card, but I'll take it. And, well, that's a late Shepherd. There's also Synchronized Spellcraft, but, yeah, maybe I just go into black-white life gain, screw it. I just force it. I mean, white was cut off, but we do have enough remove already. Don't need to take Synchronized Spellcraft. And, well, I'll take a Core Celebrant as an excellent 3-drop in the black-white life gain deck. Okay, what else? Subtle Strike would be decent, but we'll take the Core Celebrant. And I'll take another Shepherd, why not? And we'll ditch the Dreadworm. Okay, we're just in the black-white life gain deck. Although not too many amazing payoffs, it's still pretty decent. Missing a little bit of playables too, but we can make it work. Just maybe a decent amount of 3s and 4s and we're good. 3 more playables and we should be fine. We can even just keep up Shajari's Shelter and Hagra's Mauling as spells. Well, that's a late Grotag Night Runner, so do I regret it? Maybe. Maybe the Black-Red Party deck was actually supposed to be where we're at. I don't know. I mean, I could still swap out the white for the red if I want to. I still don't regret taking the Thwart the Grave. Because if we just get a bunch of red party members at the end of this pack, I could just switch to black-red party and we're still fine. But overall, I think we have a more consistent black-white life gain configuration. Okay. I did state that we need 4 drops. I'll take a Skyclave Shadowcat, which is always fine. I'll take another Expedition Healer, I guess. Sure, Wield. Late Mospit Skeleton. Okay, I can even just play a Sky Dancer, why not, for party purposes. And then find Evasive Threat. Or I could just take in the spare supplies, I don't know. Maybe just need the extra flyer to help close out the game. And have some decent party synergies being a rogue in this deck. So Cleric Rogues, some Clerics and Rogues, a decent stack out, and being Skyclave Shadowcat. Yeah, it seems fine. It's not the most amazing, but we do have some party synergies. Clerics, 9 Clerics, 0 Wizards, 2 Warriors, 3 Rogues. Okay, seems okay. Not the most amazing deck I've drafted, but Black definitely seemed open. Red-Black also seemed open, but overall, I don't think the card quality of we can even main deck a Disenchant, I don't care. Yeah, overall the red card quality also isn't super fantastic compared to white. Like, at least white has Shepherd to fly over. Could even main deck Drawn a Silencer, actually. It's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we can go 17 lands main deck Drawn a Silencer for the most part. So what can we just get rid of here? So this is definitely 19 lands. We can ditch 1 land since I know for sure Shajari's Shelter will come in mostly as a land. And then I guess I don't mind throwing away Disenchant. And we can even play Drawn a Silencer in this deck since we do have a bit of unique party synergies going on. And also Thwart the Grave came back. Drawn a Silencer can be pretty decent. As well as the Blood Beckoning. So just mostly Rogues and Warriors and Clerics. Which is totally reasonable. Like, yeah, like 3 Rogues here. 1... two Warriors, not too many, but a bunch of Clerics and Rogues. Like, it's not amazing, this deck, but it's fine. I think it's definitely better being black-white than whatchamacallit, black-red for the most part. And it still has a solid curve of creatures that can just definitely run away with a game if the opponent misses land drops and whatnot. And I think Disenchant is a little bit too situational. Drawn Silencer might come in handy more, and I think we're going to go 9-7 here. Like 9 Swamps, and 8 white sources. And then like the Hagra's Mauling is mostly going to be a spell anyways. Okay, seems fine. We have a decent amount of win conditions, flyers, bit of life gain, some decent removal. So it's not the most synergistic black-white life gain deck, but it's like a solid like mid-range version of it. So yeah, why not? Let's do it. And the picture, let's throw in Thwart the Grave as our picture since it's going to be kind of our quote-unquote pseudo-bomb. I guess Sign will be kind of a pseudo-bomb as well. Yeah, let's try it like this. Seems good. So, any last moments, last suggestions? Don't need Skyclave Sentinel, no ways to put counters onto. We should have enough flyers that we don't need like the Cliffhaven Kite Sail. This is whatever. We have a Blood Beckoning already. Plus Thwart, this is like whatever. This is a little bit too situational. Yeah, let's try it out. Best of one limited are games won by usually damage and removal, not by destroying rare enchantments or mythic enchantments most of the time. So we'll see. Right, opening hand, Seagate Battlement on one. We're on a draw though. I can always just play the Shijiri Shelter tapped on turn 2. We'll try it. Not the most exciting keep. Okay, we can follow up turn 1 into turn 2 into turn 3. Then maybe we can keep the Shelter to protect something. Seems fine. Double black, okay. Alright, we got our 4th land drop, so this might be a game where we use the Shelter. Wow, misses land drop. Okay, that's definitely pretty punishing if you miss your land drop in games like these. Okay, so if we don't get our 5th land drop, I might consider... Actually, yeah, I might consider playing this tap since I might want to use the pump effect from a Seagate Banneret to help close out the game, but yeah. Ooh, Shadow Cat. Yeah, I can't say no to an on-curve Shadow Cat. Let's just keep going. Just, yeah, missing your land drops is not good sometimes in games like these, since you can get heavily punished by an opponent that has a solid curve. I also have 2 removal spells lined up against the opponent, so yeah, this could just be a quick one. A Mucklord. Pretty cool if I could play land into something here. Guess I could just attack and use Shijiri's Shelter on whatever he blocks. Like, he's probably going to block the 1/1 here. Let's see. And trade. Maybe I can just end of turn use a removal spell. We'll just say go. And maybe I should play this tap. I don't know. Maybe this could have been a good protection spell in case he has removal. So maybe keeping this up isn't as bad. And end of turn we can vanquish like the 1/1. Or even the 2/3. And that's a creature I don't mind killing with the Deadly Alliance though. Land would have been great, since land would have allowed me to vanquish and Shijiri's Shelter. But for now, I don't mind just playing the Malakir Blood Priest, drain the opponent. And I can attack with a 3/3, he blocks the 1/1, I'll just give it protection from green, and use that as a removal spell. Then we can vanquish the 2/3, hopefully. So this is a kind of a bad way to remove a creature, but still works. As long as we can vanquish this 2/3 and there's no more blockers, we're fine. I could also hope I can top deck a land and I can Alpha Strike with these 4 creatures and pump to get in there. Okay, so now no pump effects, but my 3/3 can still get in, hopefully. Reclaim, finding him his land, okay. Sure, playing out the land, maybe sacking the spare supplies end of turn, I'm assuming. I mean, I could just kill this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's just go for it. Hopefully he doesn't have a pump trick here, that would be pretty annoying. He's holding up... Yeah, he's holding up priority to spare supplies. But this should be lethal, even if he draws a card. Yep. Alright, opening hand, Expedition Healer into Acquisitions Expert can be pretty decent. I'll try it. Ruin Crab, okay, we have to kill that. Okay, I don't mind just playing out land, getting milled, and then hopefully we can find a way to deal with the Ruin Crab. Hopefully I can get some lands. If not, if he mills all my lands, I'm going to be a little bit upset here. But this card can definitely run away with the game. Please no lands. Well, that's one land, so I still have time to draw more. Okay, alright, this might be a little bit rough. I can attack him for 2. If he blocks, I can practice tactics on it next turn and hopefully kill it. No more lands, please. Okay, 1 land. That's still not bad. Familiar is a bit annoying, though. Well, at least we top deck the Vanquish. Maybe I can Acquisitions Expert attack and then use the practice tactics to get him. Or I just Vanquish this now. I mean, if I use the Acquisitions Expert and attack, he's going to suspect something here, definitely. So I think we just Vanquish the crab right away before he mills us to death. Because that card can, this card can definitely just steal a game if it goes unanswered. So he has 3 mana, 4 mana open. The low mage is familiar once he plays a land. So I do have a second Scion, I do have a second Malakir Blood Priest, Skycleave Shadowcat I don't have to worry about. I'm just happy he didn't mill my recursion spells, because as long as I can get my lands and my Blood Beckonings going, I can be in decent shape. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind trading my 2/2 for the 2/1, actually. Yeah, let's move to combat. Trade would be pretty nice since he will lose yeah, because he will lose his mana ramp. I could also consider using practice tactics on the 2/1 if he decides to block, but trade is still decent with me. I can follow it with a Nimana Skitter Sneak and go from there. But this is a sign he missed his land drop. I can also just kill the low mage's familiar here so he doesn't have any more ramp going. But I guess even with a single land drop he'll be able to like just ramp anyway, so the attacking for 2 isn't bad, and then if he ramps out something large I'll kill it with the Deadly Alliance. The block isn't bad. Yeah, let this happen. I'm down for this trade. If he has that Fairy Guide Duelist, I'll just use practice tactics to kill the 2/1. So yeah, that's fine, and I can play out the Skitter Sneak, add another party member for the Acquisitions Expert and the Mirror Captain. Yeah, but this card can be so insane if you put it down on turn 1. It's definitely very first pickable. Don't know if I would take it over Deadly Alliance, pack 1, pick 1, or Royal Eruption, but it's definitely hard to pass up. Card can single-handedly win the game if it goes unanswered and you play on turn 1. Could see like a removal spell here into the roll. Okay, that's fine. I'll just take 2. It's not the end of the world. Plays 1 blue mana. Okay, I'm fine just taking 2. Wow, trading? Yeah, I'm down to trade for the 2/1. Definitely. I'll trade for the lowest Cobra any day. Thank you very much. So now what? Can't really double spell. Just play the Skitter Sneak. Then we can set up like the Emira Captain next turn. And if we top deck a land, we can also Acquisitions Expert. Amar Wizard we can always kill. Ooh, Expedition Healer. I can be even more greedy here. Yeah, let's be a little bit more greedy, I think. We can make a pretty large threat here. I can also just attack with the 3/4. And then... yeah, I don't... maybe if he blocks, we can use Practice Tactics right now and just get rid of it. Obviously not, so... we're just going to use an Acquisitions Expert. Give a little bit of good value, making him discard a card. Broken Wings, that can deal with our flyer. Vast with Fortifications is really annoying though. But the Broken Wings is probably the problem. It's going to be a huge problem here. Because we need a way to protect our flyer. And even if he has the Vastwood Fortification and he attacks with a 4-3, I can still... Practice Tactics still does 4 damage to it. So I'm in decent shape regardless. Yeah, let's Practice Tactics main phase. Before blocks actually, so this might force him to use a trick. And I don't have to run the risk of throwing all my creatures and getting it killed. Okay, we'll kindly take 2. I don't care about the low mages familiar doing damage to us. So doing that before blocks was correct, since your Mar Wizard can definitely beat down pretty hard. Bubble Snare, at least that wasn't the Ameri Captain. Okay, so now what we can do is we can play land into Ameri Captain and have a Deadly Alliance up for 2. He has 1 card left, so we can kill it with Deadly Alliance, and that would be great. He might have a bounce spell here, holding priority, but he might just be holding priority of the Vastwood Fortification anyways. Yeah, actually still 3, never mind. I guess when it enters battlefield it'll be 2 since I have a Warrior, Cleric, and Rogue. So glad that I got rid of Broken Wings. Kind of underrated this card a bit, but now I can see the potential of it. It enables party synergies. It can hold off at least 1 power and 1 toughness. It can trade for 1 toughness, and it also gets rid of a card from their hand, so it's actually pretty solid now that I think about it. And we can always Deadly Alliance whatever he plays here that's larger than the low mages familiar. I don't really care about this gaining life, to be honest. Gnarly Colony kicked, I can kill that. I can just do that end of turn, right? Yeah, let's just do that end of turn. I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter if he even grows it. Thwart the Grave to get back our stuff can be nice. Ooh, this is nice. We can bring back the Scion, the Swarm, and then we can also bring back Malakir, Blood Priest, and Drain. Or the Shadow Cats. I don't really have any +1/+1 counters. Or I can bring back the 1/1 that can pump the team. But maybe the game plans to win in the air anyways with the Scion, so I probably don't need it. Yeah, opponent realizes that he's on the back foot, so we kind of took this game, and that's good. Okay, 20 gems, that's nice. Let's keep playing. Okay, what do we have? I don't mind just playing this tapped. It's not like a super amazing card that I need. We can Expedition Healer into Core Celebrant, and the Skitter Sneak seems decent. And then Thwart can bring stuff back later. Or I can just take it easy and not even play the land tapped. Yeah, let's risk it here. 1 more land, we'll just play this Mnemonic Skitter Sneak, so I don't necessarily need to care about playing the Shelter right away. And I can get some value going with the 3 drops regardless. Seafloor Stalker, a bit annoying. We got a 4th land going, so next turn we'll be playing out the Skitter Sneak, so I don't care about getting the Angel Heart Protector out. I guess the Angel Heart could offer to trade for the 2/3 next turn. I Entanglement 2 is indestructible, he just blocks it. Nah, just play Core Celebrant. Even if he kills this, I can thwart, so I'm still okay. Although there's enchantment-based removal mostly in blue and white, so... Oh, Blood Beckoning, okay, so, yeah, even though we have Recursion, we do have a weakness in this deck, potentially. So next turn I can decide whether or not I want to Angel Heart Protector an attack, and it's most likely he won't block it. But if I just attack without using Angel Heart, it's a chance he could double block it, and I can use Shijiri's Shelter to kill one of his creatures. And that can be totally fine. I guess I have both up. Yeah, let's save up for next turn. Maybe we can attack with Scare Sneak and Angel Heart, and then we can use the protection trick from there on out. Just get him for 3 for now. We can recur all of our creatures, so we don't need to worry much. And next turn we can beat down the 3-2 and the 3-4. If he blocks, we can use the Shelter, save one of them, or actually let the trade happen and just Blood Beckoning and getting them back. Okay, Bubble Snare, that's annoying. Ooh, I guess I can give a protection from blue. Yeah, that's fine. Could see a counter spell here. I don't mind the trades and double blocks because I can just get everything back with Thwart the Grave. Might just attack with his flyers, obviously. Or just attack with a 3-2. Okay. Right, so he's playing some sort of double block. Alright, I guess I'm fine. I don't mind just attacking here, and then if he uses some trick, I can blow him out with Vanquish the Weak. I could main phase this and do it on the 2-3, but to get him for 2 extra lifelink, but I'd rather 2-4 on one of him and blow him out if he tries something here. Okay, let's let damage happen. Let's see what tricks he has. Which one would I rather kill? I guess I'd rather kill the 2-3 because the 2-2 can eventually attack past this. Could see a practice tactics in response, but at least this dies. And the 2-2 can start swinging the lifelink in. And I can thwart next turn, getting both creatures. Okay, sure. I guess this is only going to become a 3-3 now that I kill his party member, so it still results in a trade. So that's quite nice for me, unless he has a practice tactics here. Yeah, I like the Salt is not a great combat trick. Yeah, he even tossed away his practice tactics. Yeah, that's a little bit questionable. I think the opponent should have just used the practice tactics instead. Cleric is annoying, okay. Don't mind just attacking for 2. I guess this won't tap anyways, so I could just get in for the free lifelink hit. If he decides to tap down my 3-4, that's still fine. Yeah, this won't tap. It has vigilance, so even if he blocks the 2-2, I'll still gain 2 life off of it, so it's not bad. Sure. And I could just Blood Beckoning now. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything in the graveyard. Might as well just get back to Angel Heart Protector anyways and just cast it. And gain some life, and I can swing with both the 3-2 and the 2-1 next turn. Diviner so he can draw 2 off of this. I have a Practice Tactics. Do I care about him drawing 2? Not really. Let's just swing all. Question is, do I want to use the Tactics or do I want to thwart here? Let's just let damage happen. He draws 2. And we get all of our creatures back anyways. We have a Practice Tactics lined up. So we're in solid shape. And there's also 8 in the graveyard, so now this has Menace. So some powerful 2-for-1s we're doing, but also although the opponent did draw cards from the Expedition Diviner, so we're not out of the woodworks yet. But both our recursion spells are gone, but I think it's still fine given the lack of creatures we have. Might just attack with a 4-4 and a 1-4, because there's a high chance he could just trade for one of these, or I can just attack with a 2-2. Yeah, let's just trade the 2-2 maybe. Could see an Into the Royal, Glacial Grasp. Okay, those cards I don't mind if he mills away. We'll just attack with these 2, and if he wants to trade for my 2-2 lifelink, that's fine. That's fine, I don't really care about losing this. I'll save my Practice Tactics for something better, and then we'll play the Shepherd of Heroes. Opponent could have that board wipe, so should be a little bit careful here. Could have that board wipe. Ooh, Amarius Call. Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit hard to beat. Yeah, that's a little bit too rough for me. So I can kill one of them with the Practice Tactics, but the 3-4 still needs to stay back. Drawing a Silencer can kill the Tazim Raptor, however. I guess I could attack. No, yeah, let's just draw on a Silencer here. And this still dies because it's minus. And I guess I can attack with a Menacer, and then if he double blocks, I can use Practice Tactics and kill one of them. So still a fine trade for me regardless. Alright, we still beat Amarius Call. Alright, wow, still managed to kill Amarius Call. That's really surprising. This card's in the same bomb. It's almost like the board wipe, but it isn't. And hey, we even got our Scion to help close out the game, so as long as the opponent doesn't have any sweepers, we're good. But with one Amarius Call, I highly doubt he picked up another broken rare. Like the Onduin version. But yeah, we managed to take this one. This card's definitely very insane. It can just win the game by itself. Let's move to combat. Swing with both flyers, and if not, we'll just replay them. Could just be holding on to priority just to, okay. Sure. Do I need to play this? I'll hold on to it. There's a chance he could have the board wipe, and I need a way to, like, close out the game without it. So yeah. I mean, without these creatures, so... Alright, 3-0. Opening hand, not amazing, but we have some black cards I don't mind just casting. I mean, I'm on a draw. It's not as bad. Let's keep it. I'll play this Taft. We do have a bird that can get it back. So, hopefully I don't run into any issues. And we found our white mana. That's excellent. But we'll probably leave the Skitter Sneak and the Scion first to grow the Emeria Captain. Ooh, Blood Priest is nice. I'm willing to offer to trade. Probably removal spell here. Mirrored Construct, that's a good one. That's a very good card. Yeah, let's get our Rogue out there, and then if we don't get anything, we can just play out the Emeria Captain next turn. We'll be taking a beating in the meantime. I could also double block this, but I could get blown out by like a Subtle Strike pretty badly. Actually, I don't mind a double block if he does attack. Huh. Can Deadly Alliance this away? Can just play Expedition Healer. Yeah, it's just Emeria. I can afford to still take 5. Or 9. Taking 9 is a lot, but next turn I could just Expedition Healer into Deadly Alliance if something goes wrong. Okay, I can take that. Next turn I can set up the Expedition Healer with the Deadly Alliance, and that can be quite decent. What's this? Ooh, so he can bounce this back eventually and then use this to kill something. Alright, that's a good card. Ooh, huh. Rockma is very powerful. Huh, okay. That's going to be pretty tough to beat. Do I just play out the Scion and take another 5? Probably not. Just play it slow this time, play out the Expedition Healer and keep up the Deadly Alliance. Relic Vial, that's annoying. Sure. That was a decent combo of the Marauding Blight Priest here. So I don't know if I want Deadly Alliance anything end of turn anyways, because he's just going to sack anything I try to kill to the Relic Vial. I'm willing to double block this 5-4 if he tries anything here. I actually don't mind double blocking the 4-4. Yeah, this seems like a good double block. He would need to pump this, which I'm totally fine with him not. And then and the fact that this dies is nice, since if it does die, then yeah, he won't be able to make 1/1s out of this. I could try to kill the 3/2 end of turn actually, but he's just gonna sack it and draw a card, right? Yeah, we'll say the Deadly Alliance for something better. I think there's better targets. Drana Silencer. So there's a Cleric, a Warrior, and a... Yeah, so I can do X -3 and target the Marauding Blight Priest with the 3/2, which is also not a bad idea. Or I can just play out the Scion and take it slow. Maybe the Scion's alright, and then we can set up Drana Silencer or Deadly Alliance next turn instead. And then I can still double block the 5/4 if he decides to attack. And then gain some life, and then the Scion will grow, and we have a decent air force. If he's also attacking the Grokma, I'm gonna be suspicious here. But if he's only gonna attack with a 5/4, I'm fine just double blocking. Even if he blows me out of a combat trick, maybe I can answer with a Deadly Alliance next turn, or maybe just kill the 3/2 first. I still gain a little bit of life. I do have like a 2-turn clock against him in the air, so I'm in good shape. Even Thwart the Grave can get back my cards, so I'm not scared of them dying. Haunting Arbor Mage, forcing everyone to block, okay. Alright, I guess he wants to trade off for maybe my flyer or something. Guess we're just gonna block Grokma, lose a card, and then we're gonna take 8 from this. So now he can swing out and we're forced to block and do this. But we're gonna gain some life, so it's not the end of the world. He's probably gonna kill my Scion here, or else it's just gonna grow out of hand. Yeah. Makes a 3/3, okay. I mean, I could draw on a Silencer to 3/3, but no. I think... Do I thwart here? No, not really. Just Silencer. Take out the Cleric. And now he can't drain me anymore, and I can attack him for 4. Actually, he has a 5/4, never mind, so that can still drain me. And I guess I'll stay back with the land. I mean, there's a chance he could have the Mind Rot, and that could be kind of bad, so... If he does kill my Silencer, I can just bring it back, of course. Feed, okay. He loses a bunch of life in the meantime, and I can thwart to get everything back. Okay, that's just going to gain him life. If he's attacking with both, I'm going to block. I'm going to block everything here, I think. Yeah, I think I have to block. I mean, yeah, let's get rid of this Cleric before it becomes a nuisance. And I can block this. I mean, he drains me a bit here, but that's fine. Opponent's assuming that there's nothing up, but there is. Let's thwart. Let's bring back, could bring back the Blood Priest, but I think I'm going to bring back both my flyers to help close out the game instead. And these should be pretty difficult for him to deal with. And I guess I'll play out my land now, and then next turn I have Shelter up to hopefully protect me. Protect one of these creatures, I mean. Might just sack the creature here to draw a card, which is kind of desperate. I'm quite happy that I didn't find any Clerics. So now he's unable to drain me. He could find a removal spell at the top, Reclaim. Trying to thin out his deck, okay. Even better. Probably gonna sack this to draw a card, obviously, because yeah. Aura. Is there any Clerics he can get back? That's 4 or less. I guess he can get back the Marauding Blight Priest, and that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Huh. I mean, the Shijiri Shelter does give me protection, so he won't be able to gain life if he decides to attack into me, so I can maybe use that to my advantage. Blood Beckoning is nice. I guess I can just bring back my Blood Priest and drain him here. So yeah, I guess it's just that. I can just do that instead. Might as well do it with Kicker. And this should be game over. Alright, we got there. Even with the opponent splashing white, we managed to get there. He had a pretty sick black-green +1/+1 counters deck with a bit of a Cleric and Life Gain synergy, so congrats to my opponents. I don't usually try to go 3 colors in this set, but he did manage to make it work. Although we did win this one, he still managed to do a great job, so yeah, great job, opponent. I'm afraid of going 3 colors in this set, definitely. But if we were able to splash for a bomb like Rakma, then go for it. And Aura, then yeah. I mean, they're not unbeatable cards, but they're definitely great cards. Okay, opening hand, Seagate Banneret. Just need to land 4 and 5 and we're fine. Yeah, I'm not going to turn away Core Celebrant into like Scion. It's just too good. And Banneret on 1 is always really nice, just to have a pump effect in the late game. Getting for a little bit of damage early on. Okay, Vine Gecko. This is a good card. Ooh, I can feed it now. Yeah, let's feed it. This card can definitely get out of hand if we let it stick around. Since it'll just grow over time and give him like ramp for his kicker spells, that can be very problematic. Scythecat though, that's also a fine target I wouldn't mind killing. Yeah, let's do a Skyclave Shadowcat. I can attack him for 1 here. Do I mind trading for this? Like, I don't mind trading for the Skyclave Shadowcat. It's a pretty annoying card. It is trading down, but it's worth it, I think. I mean, this isn't gonna... This is only going to go to his hand, but I'm willing to trade. Yeah, this is just gonna get out of hand. I have to block it, I think, and I can just get back my stuff back anyway, so... Alright, now I wish I'd play my Core Celebrant first, but I'm still fine with the Scion. Since next turn I can still play the Core Celebrant and gain a life off of it. And this Core Banneret, Seagate Banneret managed to get in 4 damage already, so that's quite interesting to note. Ooh, Acquisitions Expert, so now what I can do is I can Core Celebrant, grow the Scion, and I can Acquisitions Expert, also grow the Scion out of Rabbit Bite range and also take a card out of its hand, so that's a pretty gross turn of events. I get to look at 3 cards. Definitely gonna take the Scoot Swarm. Probably kept a removal spell in his hand, I think. Because otherwise I don't think he would have taken out the Scion, so that sucks for the opponent. The Scoot Swarm could have also maybe stole the game. I don't know, maybe he could just give me the Stomper because it can't even deal the Flyer in the first place, but maybe his game plan is just to smash me. Could Blood Beckoning here and just get back the Skyclave Shadowcat. Drain him. Make this into 6 power. I can do that next turn, actually. Because it's going to be a 2-turn clock anyways, so... Yeah, let's just do that. Play out land, say go. And I can still afford to take 10. I'm not by no means in a rough spot. Maybe a rabbit bites. Ambush, it does kill it. Do I need to pump in? Not really. Yeah, just let the fight happen. He trades here. That's essentially a 2-for-1. He throws away 6-drop and a fight spell for 1 card. So that does make me happy. And let's just kick this Blood Beckoning, why not? Get back our win conditions. And we'll just say go. That must be very annoying having to deal with the Scion. And then can take 4. And hopefully no removal spell for the flyer. Ooh, Shepherd of Heroes, that's great. But we'll definitely leave the Scion first so we can grow next turn to Shepherd. And even if it dies, we have another a flyer to close out the game with. So yeah, we're in great shape. I don't know what he has. If this is anti-cognition, it's definitely not good in this scenario. Since I can just pay 2 and just resolve the creature. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to block this. Who cares? Let's just take 4. We're in good spot. We have we can gain 1,000,000 life next turn. We're not gonna die, so I guess we're gonna grow this up to 6 next turn and we can kill him and swing for lethal. Yeah, let's just go for it. I could attack main phase and not play this, but this is lethal. So this requires him to respond to the 4/4. And either way, it's still 2-turn clock for the Shepherd, so yeah, it's a little bit bit of a gamble, but I'm willing to take it here. If he has Into the Royal, he still doesn't draw a card off of it. Okay, life is good. No pun intended. Okay, sure. Alright, that's not even a good card. I mean, this forces him to use it, but yeah, there's no way he's going to be all the recursion and removal and powerful win conditions that we have. Okay, 5-0. Definitely has the potential to get to 7. So glad I'm getting all my gems back. Opening hand. Ooh, we can just play this tapped. I'll just leave a Seagate Banneret and see how it goes. I mean, I could play this tapped anyways. Nah, it's better turn 1 Seagate. Yeah, we'll decide whether or not I want to play the Haggard Mauling tapped. I definitely don't want to play it tapped, but I'm fine just getting the Seagate Banneret out, and if I don't get a Black Source, I'll just play this tapped and maybe set up the Malakir Blood Priest next turn. Okay, no black mass, so I think I'm forced to do this, and I can just attack him for 1. Don't need to practice the tactics away the 1/1 unless he starts growing it, so we're just getting for 1 now. Okay, Blade. I actually don't mind killing it now. Yeah, the Blade can be pretty problematic. This only answers enchantments, right? So might as well kill this while I can, because it's going to be a nuisance later. And this does slow him down. Yeah, I'll just play out the Celebrant. Kiri, okay, that needs to die. Yeah, Kiri needs to go. That's just too strong. Too strong of a card. Still not doing a lot of damage to him, but we managed to take out a Kiri at least. Pack Beast I don't care about. I can Shelter. And maybe use as a pseudo removal spell against him. Or I can pump the team. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with this Pack Beast anyways. Let's just attack with both and pump. We can get him for 4, which is nice. Could have his own practice tactics, but I'm just going to activate here. And then maybe force him to use the practice tactics, which he had. Okay. Right, so not quite, but hey, we still managed to get him for 2. Do I mind the trade? I guess I don't. Like, this is actually not a bad trade. Because what is this going to do? Nothing? This can stay back on defense. I mean, I could take 4, but yeah, okay, that's fine. I guess the 1/4 can maybe gain protection and hold off the 4/1. And we're kind of low on cards anyway. Ooh, Acquisitions Expert. That's even better. I'm fine with Acquisitions Expert trading. We can keep up our protection spells to be even more greedier. Wow, you know, another practice tactics. Yeah, let's get in there for 1. And I'll trade my 1/2 for the 4/1. Ooh, Shepherd. Yeah, that's a card I want to see. Off the top. So probably going to stay back on the ground. I guess I'll vanquish this. I guess I can vanquish when he tries to equip to force him to spend his mana, or I can just do it now, attack him for 1. And then just use a Sujiri Shelter. Nah, let's be a little bit greedy here. Maybe force him to equip, and then I can vanquish the 3/4. I guess he rather plays a creature instead. Do I want to take 3? Nah, let's just do it now. Prevent 3 from happening. Because this might be a game where we have to be aggressive here. Now that Rock Slide's a bit annoying. Alright, so we're just at a board stall, a top deck mode, I guess. I'll be taking 5 from this Rock Slide Sorcerer unless I want to chump. Not in a good spot, but I'll take 5 and hopefully we can find an answer. Maybe a creature that can block and then use Shelter to get rid of it. He might just move the weapon around now. Yep. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to race, so... Ooh. Yep, getting our land drops. So getting flooded here, not a good sign. We need our removal spells. We need some sort of big creature that can block this off. But we'll take 5 again. Because we're still at a decent life total. But definitely not in a great shape. The Blade doing a lot of work for the opponent now. We were in a great spot too, but then he top decked heroes into Rock Slide Sorcerer, and we drew a bunch of lands. So no more lands, please. Ooh, Thwart the Grave. Yeah, I guess Thwart isn't bad. We can get back both of our creatures, and then we can set up the Shelter. Let's do it now. And I guess I can also afford to attack him for 1. Yeah, I can afford to attack for 1 here. Although this is better off trading, so I'll stay back maybe. Use a Shelter, maybe double block the 3/3. And hopefully he doesn't have an instance or sorcery to blow me out. because this would be kind of bad. Pack Beasts, okay, that's not good. I mean, I can use a protection spell, but either way, he's probably not going to attack with a 3/3. I want to bait him into attacking, so I think we allow this to happen. And then he can order the Core Celebrant first. We can give that protection, and then we should be able to kill it for free. So he's ordering the Seagate Banneret first, so I guess I'll just give this protection from red. So then only the Acquisition Expert dies. And I have a Shadow Cat now that can grow. Alright, we'll just say go here. He can equip attack for 4. I guess we can still take it. I can still pump with the Banneret eventually, and I mean, I could just trade for the Banneret, like another Scavenged Blade. Are you serious? Okay, I'm definitely trading now. Yeah, definitely going to trade here. I mean, why not? Because either way, I'm not really going to win against, like, a bunch of 4/1s. And hopefully just start top decking lands and no creatures. Because we're also flooding out here. Alright, we managed to get there. Sweet, 6-0. Let's keep this up. And now we're Diamond rank. Just need to get a few more wins to hit Mythic, right? So then we can show off how good we are online and on the computer. Alright. One more win, then we can get to 7. Let's do this. Right, opening hand. It doesn't look great. I think this is going to be the first time we mulligan. I mean, I'd be damned if I get white mana, but even then, it's not very good. We have 2 5-drops. I mean, a 5-drop and a 6-drop that we can't cast. Angel Heart Protector we can't cast. So, and we're also on the draw, so it's not bad on the mulligan. So let's mulligan here. And, well, this hand isn't great. Also isn't great, but I think I'm fine keeping. Do I just ditch a swamp and be greedy? I guess I do, because some of these creatures could be valuable. Or I can ditch the Expedition Healer, like... It can be fine, but I mean, if I never get white mana, that's going to be problematic, so I'd rather have this, I guess. Maybe we can find more creatures. I guess we missed out on our white mana. Okay, so, yeah. Took the non-greedy approach, keeping the land. Could have had that Expedition Healer out by 2, but hopefully we find more creatures here. Ooh. Right, Sky Dancer isn't bad, but I think I'm fine leading with the 2-drop here to drain the opponent a bit. Then we can flash in a Sky Dancer on turn 3, which I haven't seen all game until now. So, that's quite funny to note. Do I attack into this? Not really. I think this is better off blocking the 3-2. So we'll just pass. There's no way in hell I'm trading 2 for 3 against a red-white aggro deck. And I'd rather keep the flyer around to attack in the air. Visual Wizards, sure. So a red-white aggro party deck. Okay, the Inordinate Rage, pretty decent combat trick. I'm hoping he just attacks here, but I guess not. We can just flash into Sky Dancer and mill him a bit. Attack for 2. Ooh, mill both of his flyers that could have blocked. Well, that's a good sign for us, and now we can just... Do I want to play out the Expedition Healer or the Seagate Banneret? I guess I don't mind just playing out the Healer, attack for 2 in the air. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, I have to get it out eventually. And I guess I can also thwart and get everything back, so I don't really care about it dying. Tazim Raptor. Okay, he had 3 copies of Tazim Raptor. That's pretty insane. Although there's no real landfall enabling that he's trying to do. Guess I don't mind just Acquisitions Experting now and just getting in there. Actually, I could have played the Seagate Banneret first to look at more cards. Yeah, that's a huge misplay. Should have just done that first. Yeah, I guess the Roll Eruption is a little bit annoying here. At least that's a good card I got rid of. So yeah, I'm sure just oops maybe against the opponent. But let's just trade here. I think I'm fine with the trade. He can trade his 2-1 for my 2-1. We can play out the Seagate Banneret, and I'm fine trading out my Expedition Healer for the 3-2 anyways. Could look deeper into his hand, of course, but still taking out a Royal Eruption is quite good. Ooh, Veladar Retreat. Yeah, that's a card I'm scared of. Yeah, that's a scary card. Do I just attack with a 2-2? I guess I do. And I guess I can also attack with a 1-2 here, since I can pump the team. I don't mind just pumping the team here if he wants me to use the pump trick. I mean, this does trade pretty decently. And if he decides to grow the Tazim Raptor, I'll just vanquish it before it starts getting a million counters. If he doesn't do anything, then I'm just going to have him take 3. But the Feldar is going to be a problem. Yeah, he is trading down for this, but he is forcing me to spend mana, obviously, but it's still trading down. So I'm hoping he doesn't play the Spitfire, play land, and then put 1-1 counters into everything. Otherwise, I won't be able to kill it with the Vanquish. Okay, make a 2-2, please. Thank you. Alright, thank God he made a 2-2, so, ooh, Hagra's Mauling. But I think I'm going to just Vanquish now. I can even offer to trade for the 2-2 if I want to. Why not? I can just get back with the Thwart the Grave anyway. I know this is free value for him, but I need to get in there somehow. Next turn I can Thwart, maybe get back Acquisitions Expert and Expedition, or just Sky Dancer, I guess. Get back Sky Dancer and then maybe the Malakir Rebirth to drain him a bit. Probably just get back the Acquisitions Expert, because I do need to maybe get rid of cards from his hand. So let's just do that. And the Sky Dancer just to put an evasive threat. I get to look at 2 cards and mill 2 lands, which is great. Yeah, the Binding has to go. Expert doing a lot of work, just being able to trade up, being able to loot away the bindings. Like it's a 2-mana 1-2 that's bad at blocking, attacking, getting rid of a binding. So definitely doing a bit of work in this type of deck. Okay, don't grow the team, please. He does grow the team. Okay. I could just attack into this, and then I can use the mauling or practice tactics. Maybe using practice tactics is better, so I can kick the blood beckoning maybe. And I have 2 creatures I can get back, so I guess I'll attack here. I hope he blocks, and he does fall for it. Obviously he doesn't, right? I can still kick the blood beckoning end of turn. I'm hoping he just blocks so I can use the practice tactics to remove it. But he's probably assuming I might just pump, which I'm not. So that's a good sign. Yes, please. That's very efficient. And then, yeah, I might as well just kick this blood beckoning, right? Takes 4 to kick, right? Yeah. And then we can just grind them out this way. And I'm fine just taking 3 again. Because we'll just gain some life back and also attack for 2 in the air. So he's probably going to make a kitty here just to go wide. I'm fine taking 3. I can just play out Malakir Blood Priest and Expedition Healer. And then just clock him in the air, I guess. Eventually I'll be able to attack him for 3 since I'll be able to pump the Seagate Banneret. And we should be in decent shape. Ooh, double Malakir Blood Priest, why not? That's even more disgusting. Let's play Expedition Healer first. There's a chance we could find another party member, I don't know what. We do have a Rogue Warrior and Cleric already, so maybe that wasn't necessary, but we can always do it next turn. I don't mind losing both my Clerics if he decides to pump his Wizard and give everyone counters, because I can just play out another one. Alright, might just put counters everywhere. I think he's going to put counters everywhere because he needs to kind of race me here because I am draining him out. I have a 5-turn clock in the air. In this case, I don't mind losing both my Clerics. Just remove a threat, and I can always use a mauling on the 3/3. But he decides to still play defense here, which I don't really think he should be doing. Silencer is nice, so now I can take out the Farsight Adept and attack him for 2. I can also just attack him with both of these, like why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's still better than staying back on defense and double blocking, so this actually forces him to trade off some of his creatures that he got from the Feldar retreat. And if I pump these 2, still they'll be able to make profitable blocks anyway, so this is good. Draw and Silencer are actually doing a decent amount of work in this type of deck as well, especially if we can recur with Thwart the Grave and Blood Beckoning. Usually not a card I like, but in a deck like this it's fine, having 1 copy. Yeah, we're definitely in great shape. Even with a broken Mythic Rare, he's in top deck mode, and we're still doing fine. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's just curve out here. Play our Cleric and then get full value for this Ameria Captain and just swing. Yeah, just attack with the 3/2 and the 2/1 and offer to trade. At this point, I want this 3-2 to trade because if he does put a counter on this Skyclave Cleric, I won't be able to attack past it anyways. So this trade is definitely worth it. And he needs a top deck removal. And Blood Priest is doing a lot of work in this type of deck. Alright, we managed to 7-0 this. Yeah, Black-White Party. I guess this is more of like a Black-White Party deck than an actual Black-White Life Gain Clerics deck. Although we do have the Sign of the Swarms. Yeah, we managed to land another 7, but this time it's 7-0. So this is an example of a very good draft, obviously. So pretty happy recording this. Alright, let's add this to our deck list, and let's do a quick overview of this deck. So essentially a black-white party deck with a black-white life gain deck. That's usually the archetype what's known for, with a lot of party synergies. Usually drawing a silencer isn't great, but with cards like Thwart the Grave and Blood Beckoning to recruit him back, it can be a nice 2-for-1, since not only does it kill a creature, but it can trade. Although it's a 6-drop, is not like a great amazing card. We have some excellent Curve Toppers, Double Shepherd of Heroes, and Sign of the Swarm to help close out the game. Great removal spells like Deadly Alliance, Hagra's Mauling, Vanquish the Weak, Feed the Swarm, Practice Tactics, which we used them all for this entire draft. We have some recursion spells. I mean, again, I talked about Thwart the Grave, Blood Beckoning, but we also, I believe, have oh no, we don't have the Malakir Rebirth. Never mind. I thought we did. We do have the Shajari's Shelter, which protects our creatures and also comes in as a land, which is great. But overall, yeah, very solid deck. Decent curve of creatures, nothing too exciting, no amazing bombs. The strongest card is probably like Scion of the Swarm. And then I guess a Myriad Captain to a lesser extent are kind of our finishers, as well as the Shepherd of Heroes, and then our 2-drops, just like an early aggressive curve of creatures with decent synergies, especially the Malakir Blood Priest doing a lot of work, being able to drain the opponent and make it hard for them and difficult to race. Acquisitions Expert, also a decent value card if it can land something like better than itself and remove later, then it can be a pretty solid card. I was a little bit down on this card because I thought, hey, a 2-mana 1/2, that's a pretty bad blocker, and attacker isn't really a super amazing. And that's true, you know, it's not an amazing body, but the fact is that this card is really good in the late game. In the early game, not so much, because the opponent is just going to discard their lands, of course, and nothing too valuable. But if you land this in the late game, and if you can peek on more cards, you can essentially maybe snipe their bomb or the removal spell. So yeah, I was a bit low on Acquisitions Expert, but seeing this deck and how it operated, it definitely overperformed. So I'm going to rate Acquisitions Expert definitely a lot higher than I would typically rate it. I still wouldn't take it over like Into the Royal or the top commons in this set. But it's still definitely a consideration. If the pack doesn't have anything too amazing. Maybe between this and like, I guess, a Grotag Bugcatcher, I would take Acquisition Expert over the Bugcatcher. But yeah, this is a solid card. Didn't see them on a Sky Dancer except for our last game, so finally glad that I saw it. Has only using it for Rogue Synergy, and it's just a 2/1 that can attack in the air. Nothing amazing, nothing great. Same within the My Scary Sneak, it doesn't have any great synergy, but it's just a rogue for filler purposes. Decent ground blocker hand, and if you manage to get 8 into the graveyard, this can be quite nice, but it's pretty hard for our deck to do so. But we did get in one game, and it still managed to force a double block with the opponent's Angels, and we still managed to get there, even if we had the broken Mythic Maria's Last Call, whatever. Yeah, so really good deck. Really happy that this managed to get to 7-0, because I'm definitely drafted better black-white life gain decks than this, but this one definitely overperformed. So let's definitely crack some packs here and pretend we are drafting some more Zendikar Rising. Alright, then pack 1, pick 1, Zendikar Rising draft. Let's see, we have 6 packs to open. Let's pretend we're drafting Zendikar Rising. We opened up pretty bad rare. Wow, this pack is awful. I think pack 1 pick 1 between Zoph's Consumption and Geyser Mage. I don't know. They aren't even that great. Maybe I would just take a Marauding Blight Priest and force black-white life gain, since this is kind of one of those essential, important components in the black-white life gain deck that you can't really miss out on. Since if you don't find the relic amulets or ways to drain the opponent out, and if you're like your flying threats or your early priest, the early blood priest gets answered, and you don't have any giant creatures that benefit from the life gain, gets taken out, you might need some alternate game plan by draining them. So maybe the Marauding Blight Priest would be the pick here. Cunning Geyser Mage is also fine. It can be a fine 3-2 you can play early to trade off and be aggressive in the early game, or just to kick and bounce something back, which can set someone back. So Geyser Mage is also decent. Would be the more flexible option, but definitely less powerful than the Marauding Blight Priest in the black-white life gain deck. Zoph's Consumption is fine, keeps our options open. It's a pretty strong card if you can cast it late in the game. Just being able to drain the opponent and gain 4 can be solid. So yeah, I would probably just take the Blight Priest here. I usually rate the DFCs lower than usually a lot of people, but yeah, if we do end up in the black-white life gain deck, you don't want to miss out on those Blight Priests. These cards can definitely drain the opponent and just kill them. So don't want to miss out on the Blight Priest. It's definitely one of the best black commons if you are in a life gain deck. Maybe still take the Moss Pit Skeleton over Shadow's Verdict. We did pack 1 pick 1. I think, I don't know, maybe pack 2 pick, no, pack 3 pick 1 a Shadow's Verdict. I'm kind of regretting it. Like, we took it over a Vanquished a week, but luckily we did find a Vanquished a week later. Yeah, it's good if you're like in a black control deck, obviously, that's trying to leverage the late game. Leverage this into the late game, but yeah, there's just a lot of 3 cost creatures in this set, and black also has recursion spells like, again, Blood Beckoning and Thwart the Grave, which this card can definitely be a nombo for. Like, if you do end up exiling your 3 cost creatures from the graveyard, you just can't get them back, and some of them are definitely very important. It's a bit of a nombo. So I'm a little bit down on Shadow's Verdict, but I can see this being in very strong situations. But definitely has its drawbacks. I would probably just take the Mouse Pit Skeleton here. Definitely excellent black-green gold uncommon, and black-green typically gets underdrafted around the table. There's another Marauding Blight Priest at common and Cunning Geyser Mage to think about, but still take the Blight Priest over it. But pick 1 Moss Pit Skeleton, and then yeah, I'm a little bit low on Shadow's Verdict unless I'm kind of in a black control deck, which typically speaking, it's like black-blue rogues where you're looking to maybe use mill as your win condition. Although black can be a little bit aggressive and tempo oriented, it's better. It can sometimes be a control deck. So Shadow's Verdict would best lean in the black-blue control deck. I mean, it could be best in black-white life game, but again, the fact that black wants to recur creatures and the fact that you don't want to exile your own creatures does make the Shadow's Verdict a lot worse. So don't fall for this card too much. It looks strong, but it really can have its drawbacks. And have its moments, of course, but it's very situational. But probably take the Moss Pit Skeleton. Alright, Squad Commander, excellent rare. If you can get a full party this game, you can literally just steal a game right away. Although getting a full party is a little bit difficult. Even if you don't get a full party, like, it still makes a bunch of 1/1s, which is great. So it has some nice gold-wide synergies. So yeah, even without a full party, this is a great card. Just being able to poop out 1/1s to chump block, go wide and attack with. So Squad Commander would be the pick here. Other fine cards, I would still try to take Jiragan Visionary over Paratactician pack 1 pick 1, since it doesn't really tie me into an archetype. Paratactician only plays well in the Warriors archetype, so mostly going to be at its best in red-white. Yeah, it is a bit of a commitment towards a specific archetype trying to play Warriors, but probably take Visionary since it's just an excellent 2-for-1. Field Research is also fine for blue deck, so both of these cards are kind of close, but I just like the Visionary, how it's a body, it nets you a card, and it can trade. The Visionary is just very excellent, but easy Squad Commander. Well, I mean, I don't really want to force myself into a mill deck with Maddening Cacophony. It's a decent graveyard enabler, but usually in blue-black, there's a bunch of other card mill enablers already at common and uncommon that you don't need to just mill them for 8 right away. Like, it can be decent to, you know, kind of. I mean, it's decent if your entire game plan is basically essentially mill, and you picked up like a Ruin Crab, and your game plan is just to be this controlling blue-black deck where it's not looking to win through damage, but looking to mill the opponent. I can see Manning Cacophony do very well there, but then again, like even if you do end up in blue-black, like you can definitely have a great deck without the Manning Cacophony, since there's enough ways to mill the opponent to get to 8 that you don't need just a single spell to just do it. But this is a strong card in the blue-black Dimir deck. I would happily play this if I was in blue-black, but I don't know if I would first pick it since it's not very flexible. There's a Relic Vial for the black-white life gain deck, which is an excellent payoff for it. Just whenever you control Cleric and whenever a creature dies, you can drain the opponent. So it's almost like the Marauding Blight Priest, except as another just as another way to drain the opponents, and then it's a decent way to get value off of a creature that's about to die, since you can sacrifice and draw a card. But Marasa Sprouting is also pretty excellent. Like, obviously, you know, you don't have to play this in a deck with lots of kicker spells, but just an excellent 2-for-1. Like, you can still play this as a 3-mana 3/3 early on, and if not, you can just recur kicker spells, and the kicker spells are all pretty good in this set. So building a kicker deck isn't bad, since they're all really good, and then just being able to recur them in a grindy green deck is quite nice. So I'll probably rate Marasa Sprouting and Relic Vial higher than Manning Cacophony Pack 1 Pick 1. But if I was in Dimir, I'd take this. I don't know, Pack 1 Pick 1, this is close, but I'd probably take Marasa Sprouting since it leaves me more options to be open, and I don't need to commit myself into 2 colors right away. Another Blight Priest also, so that would be the best common in the pack. This pack sucks. Like, I don't even like the Taunting Arbor Mage. It's okay, it's decent, I'll play it. But it's not something I'm happy to open. Pack 1 Pick 1. Shao's Verdict, same argument. Like, it's great if you instead of a blue control deck, but it can be kind of bad if you're kind of creature heavy, since you want to recur those creatures from the graveyard. Yeah, just there's a lot of great 2-drops and 3-drops in black. So, especially black-white life gain, of course, so it can be a bit of a nombo. But, yeah, I'd probably still take it here. Maybe it's set up blue-black control and focus on, like, milling the opponent as my game plan and just wiping their board of small early threats. Overall, this pack is not great. There's no great commons. I would definitely take a roll over both of those cards any day. Linvala is excellent, but maybe Ruin Crab might just be better. Linvala is a commitment towards a 2-color archetype. Of course, Ruin Crab does its best in a blue-black Dimir deck, but it's a card that can single-handedly run away with a game if it goes unanswered early on. And it requires a specific answer, obviously, through damage. So, yeah, Ruin Crab, it won't be amazing in the late to mid-game, because, like, let's say unless you can stabilize early and have a decent life total available, and you don't get run over by aggro, Ruin Crab can just run away with the game if it goes unanswered. But there's some ways to remove it, like Royal Eruption, damage-based removal. I guess there's also, like, Vanquish the Weak, Rabbit Bites. I mean, there's decent ways to remove it, but, like, not I guess there's moderate ways to remove the Ruin Crab, but it does require a specific type of removal, obviously. And also to keep in mind, it eats up a pretty strong removal spell, so it's definitely a very good card. There's also Linvala, though, which is a bit of a bill round, but again, the payoff is very excellent, but pretty hard to get if they kill all your party members. But even then, it's just a 3-mana 3/3 flyer that can block an attack pretty decently, and then, like, if you want to protect like your board from like a couple of creatures or a creature that's better than Linvala, you can sack it and give it hexproof or indestructible. It's still a strong card, but between this and Ruin Crab, they both kind of commit us into 2 colors right away anyways. I mean, the open colors, Spikefield Hazard and Synchronized Spellcraft, definitely aren't at the same power level as both of these cards. I'd probably take a Ruin Crab. Like, Linvala, I don't find to be super impressive unless you can get the full party going, and that's still really difficult, and yeah, that's still very difficult because they can just answer your party member, and if you want to keep your party member around, you just sack Linvala, and then Linvala is gone. I don't know. This card is good, but I think it's a little bit overhyped. I don't think it's broken, but however, the Rune Crab is just a nice enabler for the blue-black Dimir deck. It can just steal a game if it goes unanswered. So, yeah, as weird as it seems, I'd probably take the uncommon over the rare here. So, probably take the Rune Crab. Alright, and there you go. There's our draft. Hopefully I can just fire off more content, help more of you people try to get better at this set, at drafting. And so far, I've been doing a lot of great work. I uploaded plenty of videos, and this draft set definitely helped me improve my draft experiences overall, and definitely made me a better player. So not gonna lie, this is definitely one of the best limited formats, but I am getting sick of it already since I've pretty much seen almost everything. I think everything. I've seen everything already. Maybe I haven't seen like Lithoform engine going off or anything, but overall, yep. Great draft. Sorry. Yeah, I thought, yeah, sorry, I was doing a draft previously and I picked the Lithoform engine, so I thought it was in this draft, but just ignore that. Yeah, overall, fun draft, and hopefully I can upload a new video and explore another archetype. But for now, have a wonderful day, guys, and take care. Bye.